This is the cable hat we are making. It has a classic cable pattern that looks complicated, but I'll show you step by step. This hat is perfect for winter, fits comfortably and works for confident beginners who want to try cables for the first time. There are two sizes options available. I'll be needing size 2, but put written instructions on screen for both of them. Measure your head and decide which one fits you best. It's also possible to adjust the length of the brim if you want to keep it short or add extra length to the main body to make the head long. I'll go slowly, explain each step, and you can knit along with me or pause anytime. Also, time codes are available for your convenience. This tutorial is divided into 2 parts. In this video, I'll show you the materials, cast on, adjustable brim, and how to knit the 12-stitch cable pattern in the round using the magic loop method. In part 2, we'll finish the head with the decreases and crown shaping. Let's get started. I'm using the blow yarn now. It's from Drops Air, 150 meters per 50 grams or 164 yards. It's alpaca, polyamide and wool. The color I'm using is number 33. It is reminds me some sort of a seashell. I'm using 4mm needles for the ribbing and 5 for main pattern. Use the one that gave you correct gauge. This is just a guidance, and to determine that you need to make a swatch, you might want to pause and make a screenshot of what you need to prepare, and then when you're ready, then we can cast on together. I'm using classic long tail cast on. If you're not familiar with this cast on, I have a tutorial, I'll link it down below. So I cast it on 101 stitch. It's time to do the magic loop, and I'm just roughly dividing the stitches into like this. We facing the stitches like this. You see, they're all facing inwards. Make sure they're not twisted like this, especially here, and everything is just nice and even, like so. And then I connect my magic loop. I'm taking the first stitch from here and transfer it to this other needle, and then this stitch we just transferred, I pull it through first stitch on this needle, just like that. We return this back. Our knitting is connected. Make sure that everything is correctly facing it and not twisted. Pull the needle that is further from you, place a marker, and then we knit in the round. How to knit in the round, I also have a tutorial, but we do double ribbing. We knit 2 stitches. I'm using continental style, by the way, and also purl 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and repeat, knit 2 and purl 2. Work like this to the end of the round and carry on knitting in the round using the same ribbing. If you see 2 knit stitches, you knit. If you see 2 purl stitches, you purl, and so on. I knitted approximately 17 and a half centimeters of the fold, and it's like around 7 inches. You can make it a little bit longer or shorter. It's a matter of preference. How big is this folding you would like to have? Now we are doing increases, still using the same needles, number 4, as we did for the ribbing, and we just use them for this round of increases. Now you see amount of stitches you need to increase. It's difficult to distribute them evenly, so try to do increases after approximately 2-3 stitches for size 1, or for size 2 after about 3 stitches. 3. And I'll be doing increase. Take the distance between this yarn in between stitches, pull it up like this, the right side and left side. Left side goes on the further part and right towards us, and I'll just simply knit it. So I put my holding needle like this in front of the stitch, like I'm about to knit it, and just knit one. So this is one increase. Then I knit again. I take my working needle and grab this yarn, so right side in front and left side will be in the back of the stitch, and I put my holding needle through the right side that is in front and simply pull the yarn through. So this way you increase this recounted. It's important that you have exact number of stitches. Now I start to introduce the bigger needles. I have interchangeable needles, but for the sake of beginners, I will be, and those who don't have interchangeable needles, I will show you how to do it. If you don't have interchangeable needles, you just can start working like this. So you pull this needle, and so your stitches won't be lost. And here is the marker. You can place it after you're done here. So just start knitting off the needle. This is holding needle. It doesn't change the size of the stitches. This one forms the size. So you just knit stockinette stitch and slowly transferring all your stitches on this needle. And we need like this is a newly formed stitch. It also maybe need to pay more attention to it, but it also a knit stitch. And this way we will knit a stockinette stitch for 4 more rounds. Just knit all the stitches on the second needle. You can pull this one even more so it's not in your way. Slowly transferring everything on the bigger size needles. Remember, when you finished up knitting the first round, place a marker. So I finished knitting the round. I have my setting round plus 4, and now I'll be using cable needle. If you have a stitch marker, it's also would be a good idea to use it. I'm making it 0 because this is also like a setting round for us. Now I'm forming cables, and I transferred 3 stitches. And put them behind work, yarn in front of those stitches. I need 3 more stitches. And now I'm knitting stitches from the cable needle. Also 3 stitches, the one we hold. Now I transfer 3 stitches but this time I have a cable needle in front of work, and carry on knitting 3 more stitches. Good. Then knitting 3 stitches from my cable. Alright, the first one is formed. Now we repeating exactly the same 3 stitches in the back. Knit 3 stitches, then 3 stitches in front, knit 3 stitches, on like this to the end of the round, then knit 7 more rounds of stockinette stitch, and to mark the rounds. So this one is number 1. Have a marker, it would be useful. If not, you can just mark on paper every round you do, or count afterwards the rounds. I knitted 4 rounds of these cables, so basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm about to do the 5th, so I'm in the round 8. It's the beginning of the round 8. I just finished round 7, and now I'm about to do the creases. But I'd like to mention, guys, I want this beanie to be somewhat more closed fit on the head. If you prefer to have a longer one that sticks out, you just feel free to knit one more time the cable, so it would be a 5th for you, and then start closing the crown. I also want to give you my measurements. It's keep in mind that it's approximate because it depends on the how many inches or centimeters in the square you have your knitting gauge, but here it's not that important. I try to make this beanie the way that you don't really need to have exact gauge. So here I have 20 centimeters, approximately 7.5 inches. Before shaping the crown, if you made the shorter brim, just make sure that then maybe you need extra round of the cable, so 8 more rounds in total before you closing your crown. The total length is 20 centimeters or more, otherwise it would be perhaps too small. Just try on your beanie and see if you like it, if it's already somewhat close to be what you want, or if you prefer to make it a little bit longer. That's it for part 1 of this cable head tutorial. In part 2 we'll work the decreases and finish the crown. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.